To you tonight for our pro-life news of the day from a hotel. So hopefully the live stream capability works. I want to start out tonight with some good news. I just found out a couple hours ago, I was scrolling through social media through Mazika's Instagram page. She's the founder of Sidewalk Advocates for Life. That the Whole Women's Health abortion facility in South Bend, Indiana, the one that Pete Buttigieg had as mayor of South Bend had done all these special things to try to keep the abortion facility in business. That abortion facility has now closed down in Indiana. They have killed over 1,100 babies since opening in 2019. 1,100 babies and victimized 1,100 women. So I couldn't be more excited to start off some good news for the pro-life gen news tonight. All right, so next story I'm going to talk about is in Kansas. So Planned Parenthood is pissed off that doctors in Kansas are saying, which is medically accurate, that you can reverse the chemical abortion pill protocol. Because as you all remember, in the chemical abortion pill cocktail, the first pill starves the child of progesterone, the hormone that allows a child to grow, and then the second pill induces contractions to expel a dead child. If a mother takes the first pill and then stops the process and gets immediate help and gets basically a high amount of progesterone into her body, she can save the life of her child. An upcoming podcast, Exclusively Pro-Life, I'm going to actually interview the founder of the Abortion Pill Reversal Network that has saved tens of thousands of babies since the invention of this protocol. And it's hard to even say it's invention because it's very standard protocol for women's suffering low progesterone levels, which could lead to that leads to high miscarriage rates. This is the standard protocol that's actually given to mothers who have wanted pregnancies. So for Planned Parenthood to be suing the state of Kansas, saying that they can't tell women that the abortion pill process is reversible, that's just crap. Planned Parenthood doesn't want the abortion pill to be reversible because they don't want women to ever reconsider their views on abortion. This is why the abortion lobby has actually been saying that they're trying to invent a one pill cocktail. So a chemical abortion pill abortions will not be reversible. This is crazy. This was a law that the legislature had passed, which basically was made it mandatory that mothers are counseled before they ingest these drugs that they could be reversible. And Dr. Delgado, the inventor of the abortion pill reversal protocol, says it's over 60% of the time they can save the life of the child if they start treatment pretty soon after she takes that first pill, the mifepristone pill, the one that the FDA, we all have been talking about a lot, basically ushered through its approval in 2000, violating its own standards and laws. So this is significant. You're going to see more and more of this. They did this in Colorado. We're going to see this in states across the country. The abortion industry they want to kill babies, and they don't want anyone to ever say that they survived an abortion. That's why, women like Melissa Oden, who formed the Abortion Survivors Network, and the hundreds of known human beings, living human beings that are on this earth that actually survived abortions. The abortion industry flat out tries to deny that they even are in existence. The next news piece I want to talk to you about is Huntington University. This is a Christian university, but it is not acting like it. They have barred a Students for Life group from forming at their university. Now, if you go to Huntington University, huntington.edu, their website, it's very clear they're a Christian university. This university is a Christ-centered liberal arts institution of higher education with a strong historic and ongoing relationship with the Church of United Brethren in Christ. I mean, the whole website has the evangelical Christian college's philosophy to education, but they will not allow the Students for Life group. We have a blog up on Students for Life written by an anonymous student, and her year-long process of trying to get a Students for Life group started on the campus. She was told that it was simply just too controversial, too political to have a pro-life group. She offered to change the name of the group so it didn't say Students for Life. So if they didn't like me or didn't like Students for Life America, they could still have a pro-life group on campus. That didn't solve the administration's concerns. And quite frankly, they just ignored this student, hoping to buy time till the school year ended, which is what happened. But have no fear. Our legal team, our general counsel at Students for Life, our legal defense fund is on the case. Nothing makes me angrier than to see Christian schools denying students the right to speak out about the violence of abortion, to do the Christian thing. It's completely unbelievable. And it is, maddening to see that this school says that they're Christian, but then are actively trying to stop their students from living out their Christian faith and telling the truth. It's absolutely sickening. Huntington College should be ashamed of itself. Last story that I'm going to go tonight is Kamala Harris, VP Kamala Harris, the person who's really running for president, because we all know President Joe, bad Grandpa Joe, isn't doing too well. She spoke with Teen Vogue. Teen Vogue, as we know, is notoriously bad on anything good. They're promoting sex, promoting transgenderism to teens. It's called Teen Vogue, but I think it's a bunch of old leftists running this magazine, basically trying to groom teens. But anyway, so Teen Vogue speaks with Kamala Harris, and she, I will say this, rightly got that abortion is a federal issue. In the article, she openly said, quote, to have a federal law that protects reproductive care in all 50 states. She was pushing for, in this interview, why, in her belief, that we needed a federal law guaranteeing the right to abortion for any reason throughout all 9 months of pregnancy up until the moment of birth, from conception until that child reaches the cradle. They think abortion should be legal. That's the official platform of the Democratic National Committee. It's absolutely sickening, the grooming that's happening at Teen Vogue. And I think this needs to be exposed, the radical nature of Kamala Harris. This is an abortion activist playing sometimes a vice president of the United States of America. Don't be fooled by anything else. Also, on a positive note, VP Mike Pence, former Vice President Mike Pence, actually entered the official race today for President of the United States. He was in Iowa giving a speech alongside his wife. I wanted to read for you one of the quotes I picked up. I had to watch it. I was at the airport for 8 hours stuck in Charlotte today. But he had some really, really powerful points that he made, courageous points about how abortion is a federal issue. Thank you. And that, as president, he would appoint only justices that would restore life and law, that this is a battle that he won't be satisfied until life is protected in law all 50 states. Exactly. That's what we're going for. But really, it was a challenge to all the other GOP candidates in the race. Here's a quote from VP Mike Pence announced in speech today. After leading the most pro-life administration in American history, Donald Trump and others in this race are retreating from the cause of the unborn. He was exactly right. Mike Pence is exactly right. He's been in politics a long time. He was congressman, governor, vice president. He knows you can never run from a bully, and you certainly can't run from the abortion bully, Planned Parenthood. And, some of the odd comments that President Trump has made in the past couple months, blaming pro-lifers for the 2022 loss, which, by the way, it was pro-lifers who won their elections. It was the people who weren't clear about their views on abortion or might have paid for abortions in the past, but then lied about it, who lost, while pro-lifers still tried to help those people. that was totally false, and it was a totally swamp narrative. But then we have other people in the race, being kind of cagey about whether or not they feel that abortion is a federal issue, or if it's just an issue of the states that should be talking about, even though Democrats, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, have brilliantly demonstrated in the past few months that abortion is 100% a federal issue. But I'm so excited, as I said before, that VP Pence has entered this race, because he laid down the gauntlet today. Laid down the gauntlet today. I was like cheering him on when I finally got to watch it at our headquarters in Fredericksburg. I was cheering him on because him being in the race is going to move, is going to challenge the rest of the GOP presidential candidates to step up their game, to actually say what they believe when it comes to abortion. Mike Pence said what he believed when it came to abortion. He was unapologetic about it. He also said we need to, find ways to work with one another, and as a country, as neighbors, be charitable and be working together. But he wasn't afraid to say what he actually believed. And, he talked about appealing to the better angels because God isn't done with America yet. Amen, sir. I agree with you. God is not done with America yet. And the moment we start saying God's done with America, the moment we, stop appealing to the better angels, is when it all goes to hell in a handbasket. So good for you, Mike Pence. I was excited to see you enter the race. Say thank you, sir. The rest of the candidates, step up with your leadership when it comes to declaring abortion is a federal issue, which is, by the way, something we all know. It's not like this is a new concept. We all know abortion is a federal, state, and a local issue. Democrats have demonstrated it all over the place. And then be willing to say what you would do, that if a law came to your desk that prevented abortions when the baby's heartbeat can be detected, or the moment of conception when a unique whole human life comes into existence, be willing to say you would sign that bill into law. Be willing to do it. Why would I vote for you? Why would I raise money? Why would I go knock on doors for candidates who are unwilling to actually say the damn truth and say what we know is true, is that killing a preborn human being, a little boy or little girl in the womb, is evil and it's wrong and it must be stopped. Those who advocate for abortion are on the wrong side of history. History is going to prove the barbaric nature of abortion and the abortion industry. So join us on the right side of history. Join us in doing maybe what might seem as the hard thing, but is the right thing to do. Is absolutely the right thing to do. So, all right. I'll stop with my comments tonight. I'll have more pro-life gen news for you tomorrow. I'll be at Liberty University in Lynchburg, so it might be a little later, but I will come to you. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of news with this presidential election and the GOP primaries heating up already. Good